about Jami at Tirmidhi. Jami at Tirmidhi is a collection of hadith compiled by Imam Abu Isa Muhammad at Tirmidhi rahimahullah. His collection is unanimously considered to be one of the 6 canonical collections of hadith, Kutub as-Sitta, of the Sunnah of the Prophet. It contains roughly 4,400 hadiths, with repetitions in 46 books. Author bio. He is Abu Isa Muhammad ibn Isa ibn Savra ibn Musa ibn al-Dahak al-Sulami at Tirmidhi, 209 to 279 HA, 824 to 892 AD. Imam at Tirmidhi was born in the year 209 HA during the reign of the Abbasid Khalifa Ma'mun al-Rashid, the Abbasid Caliphate. Despite its brilliant contributions to Islam brought along with it many problems, Greek philosophy had a free flow into the Islamic world. This was fully sanctioned by the government until eventually it declared the Mu'tazila school of thought as the state religion. Anyone who opposed the Mu'tazila school of thought would be opposing the state. With the influence of Greek philosophy among the people, many Muslims began attempting to reconcile between this brand of reason and revelation. As a result, many deviations were introduced and many innocent and weak Muslims were led away from Allah and His Prophet. Many scholars of Islam had come to the fore in order to defend the Sharia. Forgeries and interpolations in hadith by rulers who wished to fulfill their personal motives were common. In the 1st century, Umar bin Abdul Aziz Ra initiated a movement for the compilation of the hadith of the prophets, as there was a fear of them being lost. A number of scholars of Islam undertook this task. 6 among them stand taller than the rest. One of the 6 was Imam Abu Isa Muhammad ibn Isa at Tirmidhi. Having grown up in an environment of learning and possessing many great qualities, naturally drove Imam Tirmidhi to dedicate his life totally towards the field of hadith. He obtained his basic knowledge at home and later traveled to far-off lands in search of knowledge of this science. He studied hadith under great personalities such as Imam al-Bukhari, Imam Muslim, and Imam Abu Dawud. In some narrations, Imam al-Bukhari and Imam Muslim are his students as well. Once Imam al-Bukhari mentioned to him, "I have benefited more from you than you have benefited from me." Musa ibn Alak once said. When Imam al-Bukhari passed away, he left no one in Khurasan who compared with Abu Isa Tirmidhi in knowledge, memory, piety, and abstinence. Imam at Tirmidhi said that he compiled this book and presented it to the learned scholars of Hijaz, Iraq, and Khurasan, and they were pleased with it. His memory. Imam Tirmidhi had an exceptionally remarkable memory. If he heard something once, he never forgot it. Once on his way to Mecca, Imam Tirmidhi met a scholar of hadith muhaddith, from whom he had previously copied 2 chapters of hadith, thinking that he had the notes with him. He asked the scholar if he would allow him to read out these 2 chapters so that he could correct any errors. After realizing that he did not have those notes with him, he took a blank piece of paper and read out the entire 2 parts from memory. When the muhaddith realized what he was doing, he rebuked Imam Tirmidhi, saying, "Have you no shame? Why are you wasting my time?" Imam Tirmidhi assured him that he had committed all the ahadith to memory. The scholar was not convinced, even though Imam Tirmidhi had recited all the hadith from memory. Imam Tirmidhi requested him to recite to him some other hadith. The scholar recited 40 ahadith, which Imam Tirmidhi then repeated without making a single error, thus showing his remarkable power of committing hadith to memory. His works. Many books of hadith were compiled before Imam Tirmidhi decided to compile his Jami. Dawood Tayalisi and Ahmed ibn Hanbal had compiled books consisting of both authentic and weak hadith. Later, Imam al-Bukhari compiled his Sahih and omitted all weak narrations from it. His main objective was to derive masail, laws, from the relevant hadith. Later, Imam Muslim compiled his book with a primary focus on the isnad, different chains of narrators. Imam an-Nasai's aim was to mention the discrepancies of the hadith, whilst Abu Dawud prepared a book which became the basis for the fuqaha. Imam at-Tirmidhi combined the styles of al-Bukhari, Muslim, Abu Dawud and an-Nasai by mentioning discrepancies regarding the narrators, and also making his compilation a basis for jurists. His students. Imam Tirmidhi had a large number of students from all over the world. The most famous amongst them were Haytham ibn Kulayb, Abul Abbas, and Muhammad ibn Ahmad Shah Abdul Aziz, who describes Imam Tirmidhi in the following words: "His memory was unique, and his piety and fear of Allah Ta'ala was of a very high caliber. He would cry so much out of the fear of Allah that towards the end of his life he lost his sight." According to Ibn Taymiyyah and Shah Waliullah, Imam Tirmidhi was an independent jurist, mujtahid. His death. In the year 279 HA, in a village called Bawag, at the age of 70, Imam Tirmidhi passed away. This collection is titled Al-Jami al-Muktasar min as-Sunan an Rasulu Allah wa Marifatu as-Sahih wa al-Malul wa ma'alaihi al-Amal, otherwise known as Jami at-Tirmidhi. Methods of classification and annotation. According to the commentators of Al-Jami, Imam Tirmidhi maintaining the following conditions throughout the compilation of his book. 1. He never narrated hadith from those who fabricated hadith. 2. Tahir Muqaddisi mentions that Al-Jami Tirmidhi contains 4 types of hadith. A. Those are hadith that conform with the conditions of Al-Bukhari and Muslim. B. Those are hadith that conform with the conditions of Abu Dawud and Nasai. C. Those are hadith that have certain discrepancies either in the sanad or matan. D. Those weak hadith that some fuqaha have relied on. 3. Imam Tirmidhi accepts a hadith which is narrated with the word "an", provided both the narrators are contemporaries. 4. After mentioning a weak hadith, he explains the state of its weakness. 5. A mursal hadith is accepted by Imam Tirmidhi when a chain of narrators which is not broken supports it. The status of Jami at-Tirmidhi is among the 6 authentic books of hadith. It has been categorized as 5th amongst the 6 most authentic books of hadith. According to the most preferred opinion, Al-Bukhari enjoys the highest status, followed by Muslim, Abu Dawud, Nasai, Tirmidhi, and Ibn Majah respectively. Haji Khalifa and Haji Khalifa in Al-Qasif Al-Dunun has categorized Tirmidhi in 3rd position. Al-Dahabi has written that Tirmidhi is actual fact should be holding the 3rd position. But due to him bringing weak narrators like Kalbi and Maslub, its status has dropped. However, looking at the manner in which he set out his book, it seems that Haji Khalifa's opinion is best. The special characteristics of Jami at-Tirmidhi: 1. It is a Sunan and a Jami. 2. Only 83 hadith are repeated. 3. Imam Tirmidhi omits the major portion of the hadith and only mentions that part which is relevant to the heading title. 4. After mentioning a hadith, he classifies its narration, whether it is authentic or weak, etc. 5. He specifies the narrator's names, e.g., if the narrator's kunya honorific name was mentioned, he will then mention his proper name and vice versa. 6. One hadith in Tirmidhi is a fulatiyat, yet the transmitters of the hadith between Imam Tirmidhi and the Prophet are only 3. 7. Every hadith in Tirmidhi al-Jami is ma'mul bihi, practiced upon by the jurists. 8. He explains the different madhabib together with their proofs. 9. He gives an explanation to all difficult ahadith. 10. His book has been set out in an excellent sequence, making it easy to look for a hadith. 11. There is no fabricated hadith in the entire book.